I was watering my plants, and of course the water, and I haven't slept, so I'm a little kind of delusional. And I'm going to try to give you guys the vision that they gave me in the best way that I can, that you can understand. And it was a little while back, a couple of months ago, there was a reader that I really like a lot, and she'll know that it's her. That she had done a reading, and I forgot the name of the movie. I don't know if it was like a James Bond movie or whatever, but the villain had trapped, I guess whatever, if it was James Bond, I haven't seen the movie, trapped James Bond, I guess, in some like square room. But then in the end, he was putting gas into the room, but in somehow, some way, I don't know if it was mirrors or whatever, the villain ended up being trapped and gassing himself in the room. And that's when they showed me, like, I know you've noticed, those that understand and those that see, I know you've noticed throughout your life, like the more that you knew yourself, the more that you loved yourself, the response from people that would react negatively to you, it became more dramatic, and even got to the point where it would become more vindictive, and even more to the point it became like excessive and dangerous the more that you loved yourself. And that's what happens, is your mirror becomes clearer and clearer and clearer, and subconsciously it's forcing them to see themselves because you love yourself. And you think that's a curse, but that's your gift. If you realize and understand and see what's going on, what it does. And the thing is, using your mirror coming from a point of, not from like hatred or revenge or anger or anything negative, and not wanting to come at them as something else, like envisioning yourself as some type of avatar or whatever, but actually coming from a place of love, but not like letting them walk all over you, but coming from a place of love where you're neutral and you're not visioning that you're using a mirror. You see yourself as the mirror. So then you are in your natural state and you are not using any force. You are the mirror. So even whatever attacks, energy attacks, it doesn't affect you or harm you. It bounces back to them automatically. But then they showed me the perspective of the way they think, their mental state, for the fact that they really, really despise themselves. And because they do not accept themselves, they do not love themselves, they can't love anybody else. They can't accept anybody else. And they've been so deep into this hate of themselves, they don't even know who they are anymore. They don't even know what they look like anymore because they never, ever want to see themselves. And they get to a state where they're so disconnected from themselves. And it's almost like they hate themselves so much, disconnect so much, it's almost like they shift those two aspects of themselves, shift slightly to two different timelines where they do actually separate. And they don't even know it. But since they do hate themselves, they hate you. And then They hate you because of who you are, what you are, that they are not. And they don't realize, like, when they do stalk you, they're preoccupied with you to the point they don't realize they want to be you. And literally, they see themselves as you in every which aspect. And because their thinking is so fractured, so broken, disillusioned, it's really confusing sitting in that energy, seeing it, that when they see the real you, they hate you so much. They project them onto you, so they don't even see the real you. They see them. And they want to be you so bad. They hate themselves. They don't even know who they are. They can't even recognize themselves anymore. That they truly believe and they see you as them. So when you are that mirror and you're showing them the true them, they don't even know who they are. They don't recognize themselves and they don't want to see the true them. And they want to be you so bad, they end up seeing you instead of their true self. They like switch it. And so as the mirror, and they hate you so much, when you're showing them their true them, but they see you because they hate you, they start attacking you. But they're attacking the mirror, which is them. And as seeing that mirror reflection of them as you, while they're attacking, and seeing that person in the mirror squirming, suffering, in pain, they think that they're winning. But they are still connected to, since they are attacking themselves, they feel that pain. They feel the sickness. They feel the draining. So they think that you are attacking them, but it's them that's attacking them. But in the mirror, they're seeing, they think is you, squirming, dying, suffering, and they're thinking they're winning. They just need to do a little bit more. They just need to do a little bit more, no matter how shitty they feel, because they are actually attacking themselves. And in the vision, it got to the point where they actually put themselves in a jar, thinking they put you in a jar. But by the time they realize that they're the one in the jar, it's already too late. All the negativity and the magic and the energy, they thought they were trapping you, were trapping themselves. And it just showed like them in the jar. And the way they did the magic, it was a specialized jar where they thought they could use it to read everything. Your thoughts, your access to your past, your present, your future. And around the jar, like a 3D hologram of like everything that they wanted to know about you and energies and to be access to you. It was all hovering around the jar, and it was them. Everything about them, the past, their future, everything they thought, every deed that they did, that they thought they were going to do that to you. But they ended up trapping themselves in the jar. And in the jar, they're still disillusioned, disconnected, disbelief, irrational thinking, that they continue to sit there and attack themselves. But you're sitting there because you're the mirror. You're sitting there seeing the truth of them that they can't see. But the jar that they set up for you, they put themselves in. And in the jar, they can't hurt you. And in the whole time, in the process, they continually hurt themselves because they can't see themselves truly see themselves as them. They keep on continuing attacking to the point that they collapse and they have to surrender. They give up. And in the end, they will end up seeing themselves. So, you wanting to be free of all this, the way that you can is not through force or aggression, even in energy, but actually being that mirror. It's just that simple. That ability that you had that has caused your life to be torture, that's a gift. Actually being that mirror, loving yourself, not having this hatred, knowing that they cannot penetrate you because you are the mirror, and every attack is attack upon them, and they're so disconnected and hate themselves they don't even know themselves, and they do actually see themselves as you and you as them. So basically then you're using what you thought was a weakness as your strength, and their weakness. Free yourself. So I hope I explained it where you kind of get it. But yeah, that's what they showed me. And that's your strength. That which you thought was a curse. The way you love yourself and your mirror causes people to respond negatively because you reflect to them who they are. And they don't realize that, and they respond to you negatively no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you support them, no matter how much you're positive. They see it in a negative way, like you're belittling, that you think you're better than them. They don't see everything that you offer as something positive to them. So they come at you in an aggressive way. So that I did that thoroughly. So yeah, this one's short. And I guess until the next video.